Hello, hello, and welcome to the Magical Moms Podcast. We're back. We are back. It is so great to be back for season 4. Lindsay, can you believe we've been doing this for 4 seasons?
I actually can't. That actually seems like such a long time, but it also is one of those things. It's like, time flies when you're having a good time. So I feel like it's been short as well.
Yeah, right? I feel like we're doing this. And now,
yes.
Now we have a couple seasons under our belt. We're feeling a little bit more, confident with this whole podcast thing.
Yes.
And I am having just as much fun as I did for season 1. I'm so excited to get into this season. We have a lot coming to you for season 4. Of course, we got to talk about Halloween. We got to talk about the holiday season coming up. There's a lot to discuss in this season, and we are so excited to bring it to you all.
Yes, we are so excited. I know we're going to talk all things Halloween today, so that's going to be super fun. Give you like a little recap of our day together, give you some tips, all the things. But before we dive into that, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. We are at Magical Moms Podcast. You can also watch our episodes if you're watching, hello, on YouTube. Again, we are at Magical Moms Podcast on YouTube. And then I am Chasing Magic Daily on all the socials, and Bridget is California Disney Bliss on all of the socials. So make sure to follow us there. Also, we want to give a shout out to our Patreon fam. Thank you so much to our Patreon fam. We actually did a really fun meetup with them back in May. We try to do a few meetups per year, and our last one was back in May, right before summer was out. We did Cars Land. We did. Did we do Space Mountain?
You guys did Space Mountain.
That's right. That's right. Bridget doesn't do Space Mountain. And actually, I think it was Hyperspace. I think it was Hyperspace at that time. Yes. And
I walked you guys over to the queue.
You did. Yeah, that was so sweet of you. And then she waved goodbye as we all went on.
I'm like a mom. Have fun, kids.
Yes. But we had so much fun. That was such a great time. I think we had like 10 or so Patreon members there. I believe it was. Yeah, it's about 10 or so Patreon members. So if you were there, thank you so much. Those podcast meetups are really fun for Bridget and I because it's a way for us to really kind of dive into the community here on Magical Moms Podcast. So if you want to be part of that, you can go to patreon.com and search Magical Moms Podcast, or as always, we will have the link down below for you. And we were actually just discussing, we are going to do a Halloween meetup before the Halloween season is over. So make sure you join that group if you want to be part of that. And with that, go on. What were you going to say?
We also have more things in store for our Patreon fam. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be doing like little bonus episode type things. There's a lot of things headed to the Patreon fam. And Lindsay and I are kind of brainstorming now. So if you have actually any suggestions, feel free to reach out to us because we really definitely want to open up more like access and information and just overall like community vibes to our Patreon fam. So we'll be talking about more of that on our social media pages. So definitely wait for that. And let's talk about Halloween.
Let's talk all things Halloween.
So it's like 105 degrees out, and we are talking about Halloween. Lindsay and I have done many a Halloween opening day together, but I think this was our hottest one yet. I think this is our hottest one yet.
I literally had a handheld fan the entire time the sun was out. Because
that is true.
I just get so hot so easily that I needed like air blasting on me all day long.
Yeah, it was definitely hot. I am from Las Vegas. I don't overheat at all. But it was hot.
Way to brag.
I know. I don't. But it was very, very hot. I was watching all my friends and they were just like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to see you guys, sweating, but it was hard though, because, you want to feel like that fall vibe. I want to wear things like this.
Yes.
You want to have all like the pumpkin treats and you're just like, but I also need ice cream and slushies,
Yes.
So maybe next year they should do like a Halloween slushie. I think that would be a really big
Oh
hit.
my gosh. People would be downing that in August.
But yeah, we did opening day together. Of course, we followed our own advice. We got there early. We got our pumpkin photo pretty much first first thing. One thing to note is that when it gets really, really hot at Disneyland, the characters in costume can't really be out as long as they normally would be. So if characters, seeing them in their costumes is a big thing for you, especially while it's still warm, the earlier you go, the better, because they will, overheat too. And so, or they just don't stay out as long as they normally do. So if they greet people for like 30 minutes, sometimes it's reduced to 15, which is totally understandable. But we saw all the characters.
I cannot imagine doing that in that heat. Not at all.
No. Or just like, even like we saw the Haunted Mansion holiday, cast members, and they're wearing like full on head to toe, costumes. And I was like, how are you doing that? I mean, it's hot for them. Yeah. So, we saw the characters. That was really, really cute. I don't really understand the theme though. I think it's like is it like a circus theme?
I don't know.
Like a Halloween
I think
circus theme?
I think it's just supposed to be Halloween. Like, I think it's just, I don't think there's really a theme outside of like orange, yellow Halloween vibes. Yeah. That's what I got. I don't know.
It's definitely different. I like it personally when they wear like individual costumes.
Yes,
I think
agree.
that's cute. But Mickey's cute no matter what he wears. So I thought it was fun. So we did all that, and then because these opening days you have to wake up really, really, really early for them. We were ready for like lunch by like 10:30 in the morning.
Yes, we were very hungry.
Lindsay looked at me and she's like, I think we're thinking about getting lunch. And it was like 10:45. I was like, that's all I've been thinking about.
Yeah. Well, and the reason that we were like dreaming of lunch on that particular day is because our favorite pasta from Alien Pizza Planet returns for Halloween time every year. So Bridget and I were so excited. And actually, you have a favorite slice of pizza there too that comes out for Halloween time.
I do.
So we were like dreaming of the food. So naturally, our tummies were like, we're hungry right now. So we went over to Alien Pizza Planet and I got the pasta that I love, which is, to be honest, I don't even know what they're calling it this year because it changes the name every year.
The spicy blush pasta. They change the name of this pasta literally every time it comes out. They also, I don't know how, but like they change like the way the ingredients are written, but it's the same pasta every single year.
It is literally the same. Yeah. Same thing. Nothing about it changes except for the name for some reason. Yeah. But it's like a rigatoni type pasta with sausage and like kind of like a spicy sauce. Now, I am not a spicy person. I don't do really spicy, but this particular pasta is not that spicy. It's so good.
Not at all spicy.
It's got like the fresh tomatoes on it, the basil, the cheese. Oh my gosh, it is my favorite. And
they use like marinated tomatoes. Like they use those marinated tomatoes that are really good. And
so good.
Lindsay, part of her summer was she went to Italy.
Oh, I did, yes.
So now she knows good pasta. So if she's telling you that this is a good pasta dish, it's a good pasta dish because she was just in Italy gallivanting around, hanging out with the Pope. She met the Pope, guys.
I did.
I don't know if you saw her Instagram page, but Lindsay, no. She didn't just meet the Pope, like, hi, Pope. She, like, hung out with the Pope at his house, the Vatican, for a while. So it was the most impressive thing I've ever seen. But she also ate a lot of pasta.
Very sweet.
So she loved this pasta. Also, they have the Heat Wave pizza slice, which is a little bit spicier because they use a hot honey drizzle, which is my favorite thing ever. And I know that we just said it was like 105 degrees out and we are crazy for having pasta and pizza, but Alien Pizza Planet is air conditioned.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Which is, big tip. If it's hot, go there. But also that's how much we love it, is that even though it was so hot out, we had to have those type of foods.
Yeah. And then we ended up sitting there for like, an hour and a half, 2 hours, I think, just to like cool down and like just
which is very, very dangerous because when you've been up since like 5 a.m., your body gets a little drained. And so doing all that. And so we kind of hung out there for a little bit too long, but that's okay. That's okay.
It was fine. We chit-chatted with friends. It was great.
Yes. And then we had some more treats. We saw the Halloween cavalcade. We rode Haunted Mansion Holiday, which was so fun. And we rode that together.
Yeah, and the new gingerbread house is in there.
Oh, yeah, the new gingerbread house.
So there's a new gingerbread house every single year. And it's really cool because the chefs work on it like for a very long time to create a brand new gingerbread house every year for the Haunted Mansion holiday. the best part is it always smells like gingerbread when you enter that room. It's the room with like the dining table.
Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this year's design is really cool. It's based off of almost like a little jewelry box. So there's like a little thing that winds on the side. And then there's a ballerina, but it's like a spooky ballerina that pops up out of it and kind of twirls around and then goes back in. So as you're like riding by, you can see that kind of happening. So
yeah, it was cool.
It's a really cool design. Yeah.
They're always so creative. And it's fully edible. I mean, this is a fully edible gingerbread house. And I always wonder, I'm like, what do they do with it afterwards? Like, I want to know, like, do they feed the birds with it? I don't know. Like, what do they do with it?
I don't know. That's a great question.
We actually have a friend, Lindsay and I have a friend who works for Disney, and he actually helps like design it. And so I'm going to have to ask him what they do with it afterwards. I'll report back later. But yeah, so we did that. That was fun. And then we had dinner at Carnation Cafe because I wanted to try 2 new food items, which we did. I had the caramel apple martini because that is the first time that they have ever had an apple martini, to my recollection, at Disneyland. It's usually over at Carthay Circle where they have the poisoned apple martini. So I wanted to do like a comparison. It was good. It was good, but poisoned apple martini over at Carthay Circle reigns supreme. And then they have a new spicy chicken sandwich, which was also good. It was, it's nothing, both those items is something I probably wouldn't get again, but I was happy to try it. And then really what Lindsay and I love the most at Carnation Cafe, and you always have to get these, are the fried pickles.
Oh, they're so good. I just wish you could just go in and get like a takeout order of the pickles so I don't have to sit every time.
That would be so, if they just sold
so
those.
Good.
I'd like, how they have like at like the turkey leg stand, if they had like the fried pickles. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness gracious. Talk about a moneymaker for them.
And that would be a huge wait. People would definitely wait in line for those. So it's so good. If you go to Carnation Cafe, that is definitely something that we recommend getting.
And I was going to say too, I know, so you had the drink. One thing that you had mentioned was it was very sweet and almost tasted like a dessert cocktail.
Yes.
So maybe something to note for listeners, if you do want to try it, consider it as like a little treat after your meal or something, because you were saying it was very sweet.
It's very sweet. And not only is it very sweet, but it comes with a really, really good Halloween treat inside, the caramel apple lollipop, that everyone gets. Lindsay, I know you love those.
Yeah, I love those.
And so, which is great. That's cute that it comes with the lollipop inside, but you don't necessarily want to eat a lollipop while you're having your like fried pickles. It's definitely a dessert drink.
Yeah.
And it's good. It was good. But I definitely, you can't go wrong with a poison apple martini at Carthay Circle, which by the way, you can get year round. You don't have to wait for Halloween for that. You can get that year round.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't drink, but I didn't know that.
It's really cool. So you can get that year round. But then after that, we kind of just waited for the Halloween Screams fireworks. And that was, of course, that show you can't go wrong with. It's so fun. The pyrotechnics weren't part of the show.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that's gone or not. Or maybe it was just because, the Anaheim Fire Department is the one that makes the decision on if the fireworks go off and how they go off. So you never know what, is going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But there were no pyrotechnics, but the show was fabulous. They had the fireworks, of course. And then we said goodbye to Pumpkin, or Mickey Pumpkin on, at night. But it was fun. It was definitely long. I think we were there for 16 hours.
Yeah, it was a long day. It's always a long day on opening day of Halloween. It's like the one day, like kind of like our group of friends. So it's like me, Bridget, and Nikki. Sometimes Chris when he's around. Shout out to Chris. He couldn't make it this time. But we it's our tradition on Halloween opening day that we're kind of there like rope drop to fireworks is kind of like our thing.
Yeah. Oh, and it was also really cool because we had a bunch of people, podcast listeners come up to us.
Yes.
Say hi, which was really, really sweet. We even had one Patreon fam member, Allison. We took some pictures with her in front of the pumpkin. That was really sweet. But it was just so really nice. Cool. Lindsay and I both love it so much when we have people come up and say hi. Like, we absolutely adore it. So please, if you ever see us, come and say hi. We'll give you a shout out on the podcast too. So that's always a treat. That's always a treat.
It is. It really is really special.
All right. So let's get into Halloween at Disneyland and what you need to know, because there are some changes. And we really want you to make your Halloween day super duper special. It's actually funny, Lindsay. I was just thinking about this while I was getting ready this morning. When Lindsay and I first met and we were like, let's do things together on Instagram, we started making these like guides. Not a guide. It was like
a bucket list.
Yeah, a bucket list, like a checklist of what we thought that you should do in your like Disneyland day.
Yeah.
For Halloween and also for the holiday season. And I remember that like that was like the first thing that you and I ever did together. So it's kind of like we've come back full circle to be talking about this on the podcast,
Yes. And oh my gosh, wait, why we need to do that for the Magical Moms Podcast Instagram. We should make those again.
Let's do it.
And then, okay. All right. Look for it. It's coming your way.
It's happening. That's it. We'll do it. But so it's just, we really want you to make sure that you get everything out of your day. There's a lot to see.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see. And especially if you have little kids with you, it can be kind of hard to get everything done on the checklist. And Lindsay and I are very honest with how much we can get done on our own checklist. Some days I can get 75% of it done. Sometimes if I have my kids with me, it's like 25%, depending on what's going on. But we just don't want you to forget about all the things that are available to you that don't cost extra. It's not part of the Oogie Boogie Bash or anything. So let's get into it. At Disneyland, right? Okay.
Let's talk Disneyland. Halloween at Disneyland. We'll start there.
We kind of already went over it. You have the pumpkin on Main Street. You have the characters in costume. You have Haunted Mansion Holiday. You can see Jack and Sally. You can meet Jack and Sally right next to the Royal Street Veranda. And sometimes that is a long wait, but it is so worth it. And it actually does kind of move fast.
It does, yeah. And you can get there a little early and line up early, which adds to your wait time. But, I mean, you'll be closer to seeing him when he comes out.
Yeah, seeing him when he comes out. Then you have the Halloween cavalcade, which goes on twice a day. Definitely check the wait times, but it was at, when we went, it was 1:30 and 2:45. And then there's a Halloween Screams fireworks show, which is held nightly at 9:30. But it only has fireworks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the rest of the week is projections. So that's pretty much how Disneyland works. But then, of course, you have the treats. Right.
The treats. And I feel like I'm going to let you talk about this because I only tried 2 treats so far. I can talk about those.
Yeah. Talk about what you have.
Okay. So the one thing I tried was from, both were from Jolly Holiday. They always have the best treats there.
They do.
I tried the Mickey Ghost cookie. It was like a sugar cookie or shortbread cookie maybe with like the design. That and then the Mickey, first of all, that one was really good. The cookie was so good. It was super duper soft. I didn't feel like it was super duper sweet or anything. I loved that cookie. I think my kids will love that cookie. And then I tried the Mickey, what was it called? The Mickey's Cupcake?
Mickey Pumpkin Cupcake.
Mickey Pumpkin Cupcake, which actually I tried because I saw Bridget's stories and she was talking about how much she liked it. And I was like, okay, that's the one I'm going to try tomorrow. And that one was so good as well. I love, love, love a good kind of fall tasting treat. And to me, that tasted very fall without being extra sugary. It felt like it was pretty tame, but it was so good. I loved that one. Those were both Jolly Holiday.
Yes, I really think that they did such a good job with that cupcake because when you think cupcake, you're thinking like something you can hold and it's a cupcake.
Yeah.
This is like in a tin can. It's almost like a cake. It's like it's like a pumpkin cheesecake cake. It's very good. Now this cookie that Lindsay's talking about is very good. So it's funny because like sometimes when you have like those fancy looking cookies, they don't taste very good.
Yes.
This one actually tastes good.
Yeah,
and it's also adorable. It's very, very photogenic. The cookie is photogenic. So because of it, it is selling out almost daily. It's one of those cookies. It's one of those treats that you're going to have to get on mobile order, I would suggest. And I would probably get it. I would do it at 7 a.m. For an early pickup time because they have been sold out every single day in like the later afternoon times. So those are 2 treats that you can get at Jolly Holiday. You can also get a pumpkin cold brew at Jolly Holiday. You can get a it's actually really good. It's like a ganache brownie. It's a pumpkin or it's like a Halloween brownie. It's very, very thick. It's very good. But also you can get at lunchtime the bulgogi sandwich, which is a returning item.
That's a you thing.
It's a definite me thing. It's every season Jolly Holiday comes out with these like sandwiches that are just very, very popular. They have the birria, they have the Thanksmith sandwich, which I adore, and they have this bulgogi sandwich. So it's bulgogi beef and cheese. It's on their toasted bread, and it comes with a corn chowder soup, which is so good. That alone I could have, just the soup. So definitely try that one if you're interested. But also, this season for Halloween, they did not come out with a lot of treats. Typically the list is so long that I get overwhelmed, but this one was a very tame foodie guide this year. They don't even have that many specialty churros. They just have one at Disneyland. Yeah, they just only have one at Disneyland. Usually they do a bunch. Like they do like the bride and the groom at Haunted Mansion. Yeah. They didn't really do any of those things this year. So there isn't a huge laundry list of things to try, which could be a good thing. There's a lot of cold brews to try, which I need to try all of them. And then everyone is talking about a Halloween treat that was not on the foodie guide. So it is the Darth by Chocolate cold brew from Galactic Grill. I'm trying it actually tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Ooh,
so Galactic Grill does like a Darth a Darth Vader chocolate mousse parfait. So they've turned that into a cold brew and everyone's really loving it. Galactic Grill also has a spicy chicken sandwich, which I'm so happy that they brought back. I'm going to be actually having that tomorrow too.
Oh, nice.
It's so good.
Is that one super spicy?
That one is super spicy. If it's anything like years past, it's super spicy. So that one actually is spicy. That's fabulous. They have a new corn dog over at the corn dog with a red corn dog wagon off of Main Street. People are really, really enjoying that. They have a birria baked potato. That is not that new. It's a returning item. They have that over at the refreshment corner, but that's also a really, really good treat. So that's Disneyland. And there's a couple more to, also on the foodie guide that you can check out. But the foods mainly are over at DCA, a lot of the foods. So we'll talk about that when we go over to the DCA portion of the podcast. But so those are the treats that you can get.
I love how knowledgeable you are when it comes to the food stuff.
I love it.
Listening to you talk about food stuff is fascinating to me because that's not my forte, know? So I'm ooh, you do make things sound good that I initially would be ugh. And you're oh, no, it's got this and this. I'm oh, okay.
It's so funny because I feel like Disneyland is different for everyone.
Yeah.
And because I don't go on a ton of attractions, I eat, there a lot. And more importantly, my husband eats there a lot.
Yes.
That's the key to his Disneyland heart. So, so we go there a lot just to eat. Like tomorrow, he and I are going there just to eat. We won't definitely not go on a ride. We won't go on a ride at all. We will just go there to eat. So, so for us, Disney foodies out there, I don't know. I love the Disneyland food. I love how creative they can be. So, and a returning item is funny. It's kind of Disneyland feels like home to all of us. Well, when I had that Thanksmith sandwich, during the holiday season, that's when I'm oh, it's Christmas time. It's official now. Sometimes food brings back memories for you. And Disneyland is good with bringing back certain items that bring back the most fun memories,
Definitely.
Okay, so now, like we discussed before, Halloween at DCA.
Yes.
Lindsay's favorite park. Let's just talk about that. It is Lindsay's favorite park. I know it is.
I love DCA. It has my favorite land, Cars Land. And I just love the vibe over there. The vibe to me is very fun and playful. I just love DCA. I do. So if you are visiting DCA for Halloween time, you can see the characters in their costumes right there on Buena Vista Street. The characters at DCA do not change for Halloween year to year. They are the same every year. So Goofy's in kind of a ghosty little look. Minnie's a
witch,
like a witch, but a cute, old fashioned witch. It's the very 1950s or whatever the era is supposed to be. So you can find them over there on Buena Vista Street. Also right there is the Headless Horseman, which I love because it's just very spooky. If you hang around there, you'll hear the trotting of the hooves and the horse neighing. And I think at night, if I remember correctly, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I was going to say there was fog or something, but I don't think that's accurate. Oh, there is?
Yeah. So it lights up at night.
Lights up, yeah.
I think it lights up during the daytime too. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
But then at night, it's it kind of goes through a track, a little bit of a track.
Yeah.
But from the the face of the horse, like smoke, like little like white
there is.
smoke
Okay.
will come out.
So I'm not making that up. I was like, wait, is that true?
I know. It's so fun. And it's funny because like, especially for kids, if I always go and like I sit, there's like benches right around the horse and you just like sit there and the kids love it every time. I mean, they're so used to it by now, but they still love it every single time.
It's cool. It just gives that little eerie kind of vibe.
And just to touch on what you just said about the costumes, the characters and costumes.
Oh, yeah.
If you are looking to meet Halloween, characters, the lines over at DCA for the characters is much, much shorter during the Halloween season than over at Disneyland, because Disneyland, they do have like every single year it changes. Yeah. Over at DCA, the vibe is pretty much how it is year round. You don't have to wait, for 30, 40 minutes like you typically do over at Disneyland, depending on, who it is, of course, and what time. Yeah. But if you're just looking for characters and you just don't want to wait a lot, go over to DCA.
Yeah, that's a very good tip. Very good tip.
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, I mentioned my favorite land, Cars Land. Cars Land is incredible at Halloween time. They go all out. It's like the little town decorates so cute for Halloween. They have the cars in their costumes. Oh. So like Lightning McQueen is a superhero, Mater's a vampire, Red's a clown. Like it's really, really cute. They have ride overlays for both the smaller rides. They have Halloween overlays. So there's like Halloween music playing. Radiator screens at night is lit up in like green and purple. So that's kind of like that. Not really an overlay, but a little bit of a spooky drive at night is green and purple. Okay. Let's see. Oh, inside Ramone's, you have the ofrenda, and I apologize if I'm not saying that properly, for Doc, which is always really sweet. I know. I love that little thing too. It's so cute. And then you also, outside of Cars Land, you have the Mickey's Trick and Treat Show, which is over at the Disney Junior or the Disney Theater over in Hollywood Studios or Hollywood Land. What do we call it in DCA? Hollywood Studios? Hollywood Land?
Hollywood
Land.
One
of those. Hollywood Land.
Yeah, Hollywood Land.
And then, and that's a really cute show too. That used to be specifically just for Oogie Boogie Bash, but they have done away with that because now Dr. Doofenshmirtz is in there doing a meet and greet. So kind of cool. Now that show is open to everybody during the day. So there's multiple show times throughout the day if you want to catch that. Great for like the 8 and under crowd, although olders might still get into it. Yeah. But yeah, so that's, I love DCA for all those little aspects of it.
It is. It's so cute. And I will say, like, out of all the areas of DCA, Radiator Screams, Cars Land is really like where it's at, especially at night. Our favorite thing to do, my husband and I, if we're there for the day, is that's how we close out our Disneyland Halloween day. We always will walk through Radiator Screams at night. And I just love seeing all the lights. We just love that vibe. I mean, and I love that. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but I love, my favorite part of it is the cozy cones at the Cozy Cone Motel. They, are decorated spooky. They always have like that spooky overlay to them. And there's just something about walking up and down, Radiator Screams at night. I just absolutely love it. And I love the posters. There are these posters that you'll see, right before the Cozy Cone Motel.
It's right across from Sarge's Surplus, the shop.
Yes. And they're just so fun to see. We love that area. You can really feel Halloween and the Halloween vibe in Cars Land. That's really where it is. Also, fun fact, I learned about this last year. So in front of Flo's, you can take your picture with, and there's also a spider car in front of Flo's. You can take your photo inside of it. It's really, really cool. And if you look at it, it might look familiar to you the next time you see it, because it is the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride attraction car that they turn into a spider. Yeah, and when I first heard that, my mind was blown. I was like, wait a second, what? Wait, what? I had to like look back at my photos. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not know that all these years? Just a fun little fact for you.
Yeah, fun little fact. And the other thing too that we didn't mention in Cars Land specifically is when they do the lighting at sunset.
Yes.
It is a Halloween themed light up song. So it's not Shaboom anymore. It is, I think it's I Put a Spell on You. Like, right? Isn't it like, isn't it that one?
Is. Yes.
But it's like an old fashioned version of it.
Yes.
It's really cute. And it's fun because it's starts off what sounds like glasses breaking everywhere. And so people kind of like look around like what's going on. And then all of a sudden the town starts to light up. So
and it's so cool. And you can catch that by just looking up. I always look up the weatherchannel.com and seeing when the official sunset time is. And I just go there like 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. So no, we talked about the ride overlays already at Cars Land. There's also Guardians of the Galaxy, Monsters After Dark. And so that starts every single day at 3 p.m. So now Oogie Boogie Bash, right? If you're going to Oogie Boogie Bash, and we're doing an Oogie Boogie Bash episode later, that's definitely something that you can do, a little bit earlier. But it's a more intense version, this overlay. It has like scary sounds and it has like more drops. Not all children might like it because it's a little bit scary.
Some of the monsters are kind of scary. I remember my daughter saying that.
When she
was younger, yeah.
Okay. But like from around 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. though, Guardians of the Galaxy will close for that switch over at 3 p.m. Just keep that in mind. Could be a good thing is that if you know about this, you can wait because it's going to be closed. So there's not going to be anybody in line, and then you can wait. You can kind of like rope drop in a sense. Guardians of the Galaxy's Monsters After Dark because it will reopen at 3 p.m. So that's super fun to do.
Yeah. And the other thing too, somebody told me this. Now, I've never ridden Guardians of the Galaxy. That is not my ride. But somebody did tell me if you have Lightning Lane Multipass, because they're technically two different rides, you can use a Lightning Lane for the regular Guardians during the day. And then you'll also be able to use it again when it turns into Monsters After Dark. So something you can think about and try to time out. You can make that work.
Yeah, that's a huge tip, by the way. I think that's awesome. If Guardians of the Galaxy is your thing, is that's your ride, you get to ride it twice with Lightning Lane, when you normally never get to before, before that. So that's really, really, really cool. And then over at DCA by Goofy's Sky School, you have Plaza de Familia, which that actually runs through November 2nd. It's a couple days after Halloween. And that alone can take up a good portion of your Disneyland day.
It's beautiful.
Is so gorgeous. There's so much to see. They have the memory wall and the tree of life, which I do every single year. I know you do too. And that's so sweet. And then they have the show that, Lindsay, you love the show. I know I do too.
Yeah, it's a good show.
And it's like
the storytellers of Plaza de la Familia, and they all
celebrate
dance.
The musical world of Coco. It's the longest. It's the longest name ever.
Yeah. And they do. So they revamped the show. I think it was new either last year or the year before. And now they actually involve the audience a little bit more. So if you are standing near the front of the show, especially if you have a kid, there's a good chance they might call on you to come in, and you kind of like, you're part of the show with like the little shoes stomping on the ground part. It's really cute.
Yeah, it is really, really cute. Also, over in the area by the gazebo, you can meet Miguel from Coco. That's really, really fun. There's also some crafts that you can make where you can make like a little mask. And then they also have different bands that play at Paradise Gardens. They all have a mariachi band, which I love. And then, of course, that area for the Halloween foods really solely is, the Plaza de Familia vibe. So you can get some really, really, really good food there. And then, of course, enjoy some live music, which I absolutely love. I think that's one of my favorite things.
I love food and live music. It's a good time.
So one thing we've talked about is the treats over at DCA.
Oh, yes.
There's
one thing. That's going to be more you.
There's one thing that everybody has to try. It's over at the cappuccino cart.
Oh.
And it is oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. It's a Mickey waffle macaron. Okay.
Yes.
It is this big. All right. And I think it's like $9, by the way. But it's this big, and it literally looks like a waffle that has a tab of butter on top. When they gave this to me, because I got it on the first day that the treats started over at DCA, I thought it was one of those candles. You know those candles that you look at and you're like, oh my gosh, that candle looks so good, I could eat it. Yeah. It smells so good, I could eat it. I was like, is this edible? I asked the guy, I'm like, is it? Like, you can eat this? Like, it's not like, I mean, it looks fake. It literally looks fake. It smells divine. It smells like a candle.
Oh my gosh.
And it does. It has
my mouth
like this
is watering.
tab of butter. I mean, I don't even know if it's butter or not. It's like a tab of butter. I was taking photos of it, and I always know a food item is going to do well while I'm taking photos of food, because I do a lot of food on my page. People will come up to me like, what's that? Where did you get it?
Yeah.
I always know then that it's going to be a hit, because if someone just sees it, they're like, what is that? It is absolutely photo worthy. And it's also, calorie worthy. This is something you definitely want to have. Okay.
I'm going to add that to my list. I'm going to try that one
because it's so good. I had one, and then I got another one, and I brought it home to my kids, and they were like, they said the same thing. They're like, you can eat this? I'm like, yes.
You're like, I asked the same thing.
I had the same thing. It's so good. You definitely want to mobile order this treat, because as word spreads, and it's starting to spread, it's going to be one of those things that's going to be hard to get. So definitely, I think that they nailed it out of the park with that one. Also over at Award Wieners, something that they did that I thought is just absolutely amazing. They did an Oktoberfest dog, and it's like a sausage dog in a pretzel roll. Oh, it's a cheddar sausage dog in a pretzel roll with sauerkraut, which I love sauerkraut, and a mustard cheese sauce. It comes with a side of fries. Not their film strip fries, though, because they got rid of those.
The revamped old school.
There's regular fries. Whatever. But the sausage dog is so good. It's worth the money. It is like, I don't even think it's that expensive in terms of like food items. I think it was like $11. Definitely get that. Put that one on your list. I know that Schmoozies has a matcha Mickey waffle.
Yes.
Matcha's not my thing. Sorry, I think
it's matcha and banana. Is that correct?
Maybe. I saw matcha and I just
I saw matcha, and then I could have sworn somebody said like a banana filling or cream, and banana's not my thing, so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get that. But they did have a really cute looking, did you see the pumpkin shake?
Yes, the pumpkin shake.
With
that looks
the
good.
Golden Oreo ears. Yeah, that one I definitely want to try out.
That looks absolutely excellent. I'll try that one out too. That one looks really, really good.
We're going to need to find like a treat day to go so we can like try these out together and not waste food and money.
Oh, we should do that. Also, I want to see your reaction when you have the waffle macaron. Because you're going to be like,
yes.
What? Like, it's really one of those things that's so good.
Okay. And you'll have to split it with me because I don't think I could eat the whole thing.
No, it's absolutely huge. I'm so impressed by it. I really, really was. Also, Cars Land has a lot of foods. I mean, they have a ton of foods. They have a brand new cocktail. It's an agua fresca cocktail, which also they make in mocktail form as well. And they bring it back every single year. They bring the burning mac and cheese cone, which is a fan favorite.
Yeah.
That's a fan favorite every single year. And then over at Flo's, they brought back my favorite habanero chicken tenders. These are spicy.
Lindsay, that's a new thing again.
Do you remember one year we were there because that used to be an Oogie Boogie Bash exclusive food item. We did Oogie Boogie Bash together, and you guys were watching me, and I was like, oh my gosh, my nose hairs are singeing.
She was like crying, but she was like so excited. She's like, this is the best. I'm like, you look miserable. She's like, no, I love this. I'm like, okay. You don't sweat, but you like cry when you eat spicy food.
I was like, this is so good.
Like, whatever floats your boat.
I'm like, my mouth is burning. I can't feel my teeth. But no, this is so good. So I will say that Disney has reduced the level of spiciness in their foods, or at least that's what I think. Because then the general public more can try it versus crazy people like me.
Yes.
But it's a really, really good treat. I love it. I get it every single year. There's also a lot of like handheld treats that you can get, candy treats. They have really cute cake pops. They have a bunch of like the apples, all that stuff. Oh my gosh, wait a second. We never talked about going back over to Disneyland. We didn't talk about the pumpkin cookies. You have to get Harbor Galley has pumpkin cookies you can get added on a dip to it. That is something that you definitely want to get as well. That is a big fan favorite treat. I totally skipped that one over at Disneyland.
Yeah. But that one is so good.
But yeah, there's a lot of food items to try. Those are definitely the top ones in my opinion.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions though about like food or anything, again, message us on the Magical Moms Podcast Instagram page.
Message Bridget if it's a food question. Don't message me because I'm going to be like, I have no idea. Bridget's the foodie. Yeah. Bridget, I will tag Bridget in if you ask me.
But you know what makes it so special is because I am the foodie and Lindsay's not. When Lindsay really does love something, you know it's good.
Yes, that is true.
That is true. And then we should talk about Downtown Disney and the hotel.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up with Downtown Disney. The first thing you want to know about Downtown Disney, which is so fun for kids and adults alike, is the Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. And actually, we should mention that also does take place both in Disneyland and DCA. They have their own separate maps, so you have to purchase those within that park. But they also have it if you're not going to the parks. They have it in Downtown Disney. It's from now until October 31st. The gifts are really cute this year. It's like a little tiny treat bag of the different character. Like you get to pick a character.
Yeah.
But it's a really cute little bag. I thought the prize was really great this year.
No, do you get to pick the character? Because
Usually you should.
I have not looked into it too much because we've been so busy with everything else. But I'm pretty sure they're blind bags.
Oh, I totally missed that part then.
Now, don't quote me on it. I'm going to have to Google it. But because it's one of those things, the Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit, I always forget about it, but I'll have to look it up. But I'm pretty sure they're like blind bags. So you don't know which one you're going to get, which I know is right up your alley.
I love me a good blind box.
But they are really, really, really cute this year. They have all the main characters. So that's adorable.
Yeah.
Also, and now this is for anyone, over at the Grand Californian Hotel, every single Halloween season and also holiday season, they do a like edible, cake design. And they always have like hidden Mickeys and so on and so forth. And so this year is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Lindsay and I have seen some shots of it already. It's not fully finished yet, but it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to do.
Yeah. It's, if you know the scene in the movie, it's obviously in the movie, but if you ride Haunted Mansion Holiday, the scene at the very end where you have the pumpkin hill. So it's like the curvy little hill with like all the pumpkins in it. So the cake is like, or the Rice Krispie treat is basically that with Jack and Sally on top. You have Oogie Boogie, who I believe is on the other side because it's a double-sided treat. And there's always hidden Mickeys in it, so those are fun to find. It looks fantastic as always. I like the chefs work on it for months. And there's like a cool little fact sheet that tells you how much sugar went into it and how much blah blah blah, and it's just it's a really neat thing to go see. And they also have the treat cart right there next to it. So if you wanted there's like the Mickey, I don't know what they call it, skeleton or whatever, gingerbread cookie you could buy there. There's different Halloween treats over there.
Yeah. And that's really, really cool. I'm glad that they do that. I love that anyone can go and like enjoy that, aspect. So that's really, really cool. I was trying to get some information about the Pumpkin Pursuit, but I couldn't find it in time.
Oh, okay. No worries.
We'll talk about it later. But so that's really, really cool that you can do there. And then over at the Disneyland Hotel, you can go to Goofy's Kitchen, where they have a special Halloween lunch and dinner available. It's Goofy's Kitchen celebrates Halloween. And then over at Storyteller's Cafe inside the Disney's Grand Californian Hotel, they have two different character dining meals. One is breakfast and brunch, and that is Clarabelle's Enchanted Halloween. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. That is Mickey's Autumn Adventures breakfast and brunch, and the characters are all like in their fall outfits. It's really, really cute. Really, really cute. And then they have a dinner, and the dinner is the Clarabelle's Enchanted Halloween dinner. And those are going on. That's going on till Clarabelle's is going on till Halloween, and then the Autumn's Mickey brunch and breakfast is going on till November 15th. And so those are really, really cool. I don't know if you saw this, Lindsay, but so they did. I believe it was Goofy's Kitchen Celebrates Halloween. They've already started it. They started last Monday, and there's video that this woman took of her daughter, right like at the entrance of Goofy's Kitchen, meeting Goofy for the first time.
Right.
And she was so excited. She's so cute and whatever. And so the mom's filming it. Well, when the mom went back to look at the video, in the background of all of this is Matt Damon watching the whole interaction.
Wait, what?
Yes. Matt Damon is standing there by himself, because apparently he's going to Goofy's Kitchen. I did not know that Matt Damon goes to Goofy's Kitchen. Yes. And he's standing there. And so here's the most adorable little girl saying, "Hi, Goofy," and whatever for the first time. And he's behind going, oh, like this, and just being so adorable.
What?
He has 4 daughters, himself. And so, yeah, so like he's a dad, you know, and so he was like, oh, and like this. So the mom was like looking back at the video and she's like, what? That's Matt Damon.
Oh my gosh, no, I did not see that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It's all over social media. It's absolutely adorable.
What's that segment? Celebrities. They're just like us.
They're just like us. So if Goofy's Kitchen Halloween style is good enough for Matt Damon, it's good enough for everybody, you know?
Yeah. Oh
but
my
it's
gosh,
so
that's
cute
so funny.
because they also released some promotional shots Disney did with Matt Damon. It's him and his family, and they're all wearing like matching Disney t-shirts from like Amazon.
I love
like that
it.
says like happy birthday or something. I'm like, what? This is so cool. So anyway.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's all over social media. You can look it up, but it's really cute. It's adorable. So that's pretty much it for Halloween at Disneyland.
Yeah.
We're going to be sharing our tips for our Patreon fam. We have Halloween tips that we'll be resharing from last year. And I think that's it. I think we've covered it all.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for being here, hanging out with us. If you're listening, thank you so much. We also want to give a quick shout out to our travel partner, Magic Mornings Vacations. They are an incredible travel agency. They will help you book your trip from start to finish. If you want to book with them, their services are complimentary. So you're not paying extra to have somebody book your dining, book your hotel, get your reservations, all the things. They are incredible. We will have their link down below. You can just click on it for Magic Mornings Vacations and someone will get back to you right away and they can start working with you. Highly recommend, especially in these times where it's like you need all these different reservations and like know when to book your dining. And there's so much to know that they take a lot off your plate. So highly recommend definitely checking them out. And we just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening, for being here. As always, if you want to give us any recommendations, if you have any questions, again, DM us on Instagram. You can either DM one of us if it's a foodie question, go to Bridget. Or if it's just a general question, you can always do it at the Magical Moms Podcast Instagram. And until then, I think we're good and we will see you real soon. We haven't done that in a while, so
we're a little
rusty, but we'll get back at it. But thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Season 4. Yay.